All right, guys, I'm super excited to have special guest here, VL Skate. If you guys have not seen his channel, you're seriously missing out. He has some incredible tutorials, and so we wanted to bring him up to have him do a tutorial with us. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So he got here and we just sat him down and we said, great, we're gonna do a tutorial, and it's called 10 Things Any Beginner Should Know. The one thing that I see, because I get a lot of people sending the skate support videos, is every kid wants to know how to kickflip. And I just want you to know, the kickflip is not the easiest trick. It is not a beginner trick. It's just not. I don't know what to say.
It's true, and plus you need to build the foundation beforehand.
Please.
You cannot learn a kickflip without learning the basics, ollie, and just learning how to manipulate your board and be comfortable on it, basically.
Yeah, in fact, I think that you should just ride for a long time. Don't feel like you can't just spend a lot of time just riding your board. I always say, like, ride to school, ride to work, ride to wherever you have to go, just skateboard a lot.
Agreed. Always been a huge proponent of being comfortable first and then building from there and slowly adding and learning.
You see these kids that come to the skate park or they come to the Braille warehouse and they're trying to kickflip, and I'm like, well, how's your ollie? And he's like, ollie's not really my thing. I don't want to discourage anyone from starting, but it's going to be a lot more fun for you if you learn some tricks, the easier ones first. So number one, the kickflip is not the easiest trick.
Don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare your progress to others' progress. If someone's better than you can't compare yourself. It's not one-to-one.
Right.
Everyone's different, everyone learns at a different rate and learns different things. So you cannot compare your progress to someone else.
I like skateboarding because I feel like it parallels life. Like, I feel like in life you shouldn't do that either. Oh, my friend got a really good job. He makes more money than me. Oh, I feel bad about myself. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Just don't do that. Like, each and every one of you guys are awesome, and you will learn at your own rate, and you'll have fun doing that. It's fun.
You might not be the best at doing kickflips, but maybe you can do a shove it really well and the other person can't. So it's just, you can't compare yourself to others. You'll just progress at your own rate and have fun. Way more fun that way.
That's right. Don't be scared to go to the skate park. I hear this a lot. I hear, I'm a beginner skater and I don't want to go to the skate park. And I go, I really understand. I guess part of my message on number 3 is for the not beginners. If you're not a beginner, don't make it hard for young kids to come to the skate park. If you're a really good skater, don't be like, hey, poser, get out of my way or whatever. I think honestly most skaters that are really good don't do that, actually. They're usually really down to earth and very cool. But if somebody is at the skate park and they're trying to learn, please encourage them. And if you're going to the skate park as a beginner and you're trying to learn and somebody discourages you or says something bad to you, I just want you to completely ignore that. They were a beginner once too, and you can remember that. And that's probably what happened to them when they were a beginner, so they felt some need to push that off to others, but whatever. Nobody's gonna progress and learn without learning the basics, so you have to learn. So feel free to go to the skate park. And if I'm ever at the skate park and you see me, please come say hi to me and I will help you. I'll help you learn. I'll do the best we can.
I mean, I still get a little scared when I go to skate parks, but honestly, once you get in there, everyone's nice and welcoming. Let them embrace you and don't be afraid.
Yeah, cheer them on. Let's go.
Number 4, equipment isn't everything. So a lot of people will go out and they'll go to get their first skateboard and they'll spend a lot of money on a really nice board or a complete, and then they'll expect that that's going to make them a great skateboarder. But really, whether you're using your brother's old beat-up skateboard or a brand new complete, you're going to progress the same. So just know that it's more about what you put into it and not what money you put into it.
But at the same time, on the same token, what if they get like a board that's like real bad?
Yes.
Because I've seen some of these kids and I go like, I couldn't kickflip your board, so I don't know what to tell you.
On the other side of the coin, yes, if you do the opposite and you go out and you buy $5 skateboard from, who knows, Walmart or eBay or whatever, then there are definitely going to be differences in the quality, and that will actually affect your ability to do certain tricks or learn certain things.
Done a lot of videos on these really cheap boards, and if you see some of these skaters that can do a lot of skateboard tricks and they're having a hard time doing the basic tricks, might not be what you want to learn on. It might make it more difficult than it really needs to be.
So, quality matters, but don't overdo it. A good old-fashioned skateboard will do you just fine.
Boom, which brings us right into number 5. You should skateboard to have fun, hang out with your friends. There are a lot of good reasons to skateboard. Sometimes people get really involved into sponsorship, and it's okay. Like, if you have a goal to get sponsored, I think that's great. But if the only reason you're skating is to get sponsored, it kind of ruins the flavor and the fun of it. And I actually think that's going to make it harder for you to get sponsored, because if you're just skating and having fun, the sponsor will see you and they're more likely to sponsor you. Skate to have fun, and don't take it like overly serious.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we take it underly serious. Skateboarding is going to be in the Olympics, and I'm very excited about that. I think it's great because I think it's going to bring a lot of new people into skateboarding. Don't make it like this training, like I have to regimen. Yeah, go skate and have fun, and that's how you're going to progress, and it's going to really help you a lot.
At the end of the day, it's all about having fun. If you're not doing that, then you're doing something wrong, because whether you're training really hard because you want to enter a competition, whatever it is, that should still be fun. If you're not having fun doing it, then yeah, you're just not doing it right. Go fun. Being safe is a lot more important than looking cool in front of other people. It might be a stigma in skateboarding and you might feel like you're going to be judged, but honestly, at the end of the day, it's much more important to be safe and not kill yourself than look cool in front of all the cool guys at the skate park.
Sometimes I feel like somebody will ask me, or I'll see it in the comments, they'll be like, why don't you wear a helmet? I have like personal reasons why I don't wear a helmet, and I'll share those with you. I grew up skating without a helmet, and when I put a helmet on, it messes up my balance a little bit. So if I go to a skate park that requires a helmet, I almost always get hurt there. If I don't wear a helmet, I don't get hurt. But it's not my head that gets injured, it's my ankles.
Definitely.
My injury of choice is my ankles. I sprained both of them probably 6 times. Some like extremely severe, broken bones, etc. We gotta get away from the whole like, it's not cool to wear a helmet. If it's your first day and you're just pushing and you feel safer and better with a helmet, wear a helmet. Andy Anderson wears a rad helmet and he kills it, and it's awesome. And nobody's like, oh, Andy Anderson's with a helmet. Like, just do your thing.
Yep.
Your skateboarding is cool because it's individual, so do it.
If there's any party that feels uncomfortable or you feel like you're going to injure, maybe you're learning something new and you're not quite sure yourself, then definitely put on some pads if you're not comfortable. It's much better to not get hurt.
Number 7. This one, I think that we'll go over that you shouldn't end on a bad note. Don't have a bad trick ruin your whole day.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say that I've never broken a few boards because I was angry because I couldn't land a trick that I felt like I could do. I've definitely done that, and it's not the wisest thing to do, and it can ruin a whole good, nice day of skating. If I'm skating and I can't land something I feel like I should land, instead of freaking out and throwing the board, which sometimes just really helps, you gotta like take a break, take a breather, go take a walk, drink some water. Water's always good, and then come back to it, But try not to let that one trick ruin your whole day and ruin your whole board, because if you break your board, then that's the end of your board. But specifically for a beginner, when you guys are first starting, it doesn't matter how small of a progression it is, but just end on some slight progression. Like if you could roll down half of the bank, and then that day you rolled down 3/4 of the bank, that is a progression, and you should feel good about that and end on that progress point.
It's true, it's all about progression. And also something that I will do is if I'm trying something new and I'm having a really hard time with it and it's getting frustrating, I'll go back to the things that I actually know how to do well, and I'll just do that a few times just to get back into the feel of it and actually get that feeling of accomplishment from landing a trick, even if it's an easier one. and then you can go back with that confidence and try the harder trick a few more times, and maybe you'll get it.
Like if you're trying to learn how to kickflip, sometimes you need to do a bunch of ollies.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I can land on my board, I realize that. And then you go back to the kickflip and you land it.
Yeah, and you can, sometimes the frustration will get to your head and you'll just do worse and worse. And going back to an easier trick will get your mind back in line and maybe, you know, let you do it.
Key, vital, so vital.
Number 8, surround yourself with other people who skate, whether it's friends or going to a skate park, because even if these people are miles ahead of you, being around other skaters is really motivating, and they can also help you to learn and progress.
And you guys should help your friends learn and progress. When your friend lands a really good trick, it goes a long way to go, yeah. I mean, even if that trick is an ollie, for that person, that might be a good trick. And then you're like, come on, give it up.
It's true. We want to make skateboarding a nice community, and to do that, we have to hold each other up and support each other, and it goes both ways. So not only will being around other people who are motivating help you a lot, but also being that person to other people is really going to help them.
It's huge, it's massive. Number 9, try new things. A lot of people start skating and then they learn some tricks on flat, and then next thing you know, they have mastered flat ground, but they go to a ramp and they're like, what's this thing? Or a rail or a ledge, and they're like, how does this work?
This is a huge problem for me. If you watch my videos, you know that I've only skated flat ground for the last 10 years. But it's true. I mean, don't put yourself in a box, because you never know what you're capable of. And progressing is all about experimenting and putting yourself out there and trying new things, whether it's going to a skate park and skating ramps or trying rails or whatever it might be.
I think because it's a whole new thing. It's a whole new world. And your mind can go various places. If you have all the worst case scenarios in mind, it's going to be really scary. And it's going to be even a lot scarier than it should be, because when you fall, sometimes I fall and I go like, I really needed that.
Yeah. It's
Just
like
to see what it was
it's
like.
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the anticipation, but once you actually try it, it's never as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, you go, okay, that wasn't so bad. And at the same time, on the skating flat ground thing, I also want to mention, if you want to learn all of the flat ground tricks and that's all you want to do and you never want to skate a ramp or a rail, do it. Do your thing. It like doesn't matter. Like skateboarding is so individual and it's so free, you can do anything you want. If you want to learn all the freestyle tricks, I think you're awesome.
That goes back to always have fun. If flat ground is all you want to do and that's what makes you happy, then do it. Number 10, never give up. You're gonna have bad days. It's a tough grind to get better and progress, but at the end of the day, like we keep saying, if you're having fun, then you're doing something right. Don't get discouraged and don't give up. Something I've always been a huge fan of is trying things that you wouldn't really expect. So if you're trying to learn a kickflip and you just can't do it and you're getting frustrated, then go try to learn something completely different. And you'll be surprised at how much fun you can have doing that and how different it is. And then, like we said before, get the motivation to come back and try the kickflip or whatever it is. And it's all about not giving up and continuing in different avenues to try and expand your horizons and, you know, get better.
Progress, 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 progress. Yeah, so a huge thanks to VL Skate for coming out here.
Thank you, sir.
You guys, please go subscribe to his channel. He has incredible videos and he's done a lot for the skateboard community. You're like this close to 300,000 subscribers.
So close.
So can we please get him over 300,000 subscribers? He really deserves it. He has incredible videos. He's helped a ton of people learn how to skateboard, and we need to put this into the community to have just a good community that supports each other, helps each other grow. So yeah, huge thanks for coming out.
Thank you, sir.
Boom! Check out all the other videos right there. Thank you guys so much. You're absolutely incredible. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment below. And I want to know what trick you guys want to learn next. Put it in the comments below. Let's go, Braille Army.